oh, cry, you're such a nice guy. Any woman will be lucky to have you. If I'm such a nice guy, why won't you come over here, bend over, and let me put it in? Why won't you let me? Grass ain't always greener. You thought the grass was greener. Sometimes it is. I can assure you. I'm celibate right now. As soon as I get to her house, I'm clashing. If this chick is disrespectful, if this chick is masculine, if this chick mom is a fucking dweeb, I'm cool. YouTube, what's good? It's your boy Cry. Welcome back to another vid. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm. And make sure to follow me on all platforms that I am Cry. Today we got a great one. I'm gonna share with you guys the 6th book that changed my life, man. This is the final day of the 6-day masterclass, man. Each day this week, I gave y'all a book that changed my life drastically into the man I am today and into the man I'm going to be. I'm not gonna do the book breakdown like I've been doing in every intro, man. Today, I'm just gonna get straight to it. But if you wanna know the other 5 books, go to my latest 5 videos. They all in order. And get the fucking game that I'm giving you, fellas, because on this journey to becoming who I am and the man that I'm gonna be, books have been a huge component. Right? It wasn't the podcast. It wasn't the fucking deep work. It wasn't the fucking list of hate. It was books. It was the knowledge I gained from them and applying it. Right? So without further ado, I'm not going to waste no time. Let's get right into it. You know I had to save the best for last. The final book that changed my life, fellas, is The Rational Male. Now, before I dive in, you know, we hit 12K today, fellas. And as you know, the channel is growing, right? You know, there's different individuals and different people that watch my channel that I didn't even know watch my channel. You know what I'm saying? And within that as well, there's women that watch my channel. Ladies, within this video, I want you to understand this isn't one of those channels where we talk shit about women. We love women. We just want to understand you guys, right? So the principles that I'm going to speak on from this book are not from me. They're from the book. I agree with them, but they're from the book, right? First and foremost. Secondly, they might not apply to you. So when I say women, women, women in this video, I'm speaking on most women. You might not be most women, my baby, right? So don't take it personal, right? But your friend, it could be her. Your friend could be a thoughts. That's what I'm talking about, right? So, ladies, again, say it with me, fellas. We love women. Say it with me. One more. Say it. Say it. We love women, right? We don't hate them, right? But we will understand them. So without further ado, let's get right into it. The first thing that this book taught me, man, was the nice guy spectrum. I'm not gonna waste no fucking time, man. Let's get right into it. If nice guys was in the dictionary, you would see a picture of me. Dweeb Cry, young Cry. I was the epitome of a nice guy, fellas. I'm trying to tell you, I was the guy sending paragraphs. I was the guy sending triple texts. I was the guy blowing up girls' phone. I was that guy. I promise you. I was the guy chasing chicks, begging girls to be with me, saying all the right things. I was that guy. You want to know where it got me, fellas? Nowhere. Nice guys don't finish last. They don't finish the fucking race. I can assure you. Because you got to understand, as men, we think logically. So logically in my mind as a young man, I thought, okay, if I just be different from these guys that she's shitting on and do all the things right that all these movies tell us to do, she'll like me. No! Now, within this, I'm not telling you to be a dick to women. All I'm telling you is to be yourself. The moment I started being myself, everything fell into place. But as a nice guy, as a young man, I was trying to pretend and be this person that I really wasn't. You have to understand, fellas, that women are a roller coaster. Whoosh. They like this, right? They don't want you to be perfect. Perfect is boring. Younger Cry thought this. A lot of you motherfuckers may think that. I'm trying to tell you, I can assure you from the bottom of my heart, my guy, she does not want that perfect guy. She doesn't. It's boring. Women like a mixture of both. I used to have female friends that was venting to me about this nigga that was cheating on her, this nigga that was doing her dirty, this nigga that was cussing her out, all type of shit. The next week, they were fucking them. But they would tell me every day, oh, Cry, you're such a nice guy. Any woman will be lucky to have you. If I'm such a nice guy, why won't you come over here, bend over, and let me put it in? Why won't you let me? But you're letting that guy do it. I didn't understand, but now I do. It's not that these women don't have no respect for themselves, fellas. It's just that women, it's exciting. Women like excitement, bro. Women are like little kids to a certain extent. Like, you have to excite them. If you're too perfect, they don't like it. If you're too toxic, they don't like it. It's very important to be a mixture of both. Humbly speaking, I think I've mastered this. Right? I'm not a dick. right? But I'm far from a nice guy. I'm a good guy, but I'm not a nice guy, right? But I used to be. I told this story before, and she's probably watching this video, man, but one of my female friends that has been grandfathered in, but I'll get to that later on. Man, she was dating this dude. He was the nice guy, right? The nicest guy, right? Was trying to let her move in with him. You know what I'm saying? Taking her on all the dates, telling her what she wanted to hear, bringing the flowers, just doing everything right. Right, fellas? Right? And she was telling me they had went to, I think, Kalahari, right? So they went to Kalahari, and I believe this was the first time like they was ever like really like alone to even escalate to something sexually. So they was at Kalahari, they was sitting there chilling, doing they want to, they would go back up to the bedroom. Guess that the young man escalated sexually. My friend told me she almost threw up. She almost threw up. Fellas, I'm not done, right? So not only did she almost throw up and she ended up telling them like, yo, I can't do this. But as soon as she got home, she went to go fuck a dude that was playing her. Literally the dude that did not want her. Literally the dude that had other hoes. As soon as she got home, she went to his house. And when I say as soon, fellas, I mean as soon as she got home from Kalahari, she went and fucked him. The bad boy, right? But the nice guy was doing everything right. Why didn't she fuck him? Ding, ding, ding. They don't want that. Stop it. You got to understand that like women are the polar opposite of us. I don't know about you guys. I love a feminine woman. I don't want no women acting like a nigga. I hate it. I love a feminine, sweet, caring, submissive woman. That is my type. I love it, right? You have to understand that women want the complete opposite. Women don't want another them, right? When I was nice guy cry, like, it's like I was like trying to be like them. Like I was talking like them, like texting like them, like sending emojis like them, just adopting their traits and thought like, oh, if I act different than these other guys, she'll like me. No, it's not how it fucking works, bro. Women love a man with some edge. Women love a man that got some umph. Women love a man that look like he'll fuck the shit out of her. Women love a man that they can't run all over. I can assure you, women are not logically thinking. They don't think like us, right? They love a challenge to a certain extent. And as a nice guy, you're not providing that. Fellas, I wouldn't lie to you. I have women that I used to mess with that are fucking married to a nice guy and like still DM me and still text me and still try to FaceTime me, right? Like they don't want that, bro. Maybe short term, but not long term. It gets boring. Again, women are like this. You must understand it. She does not want a man that always tells her yes. She does not want a man that does whatever she says. She does not want a man that always texts back fast. She does not want a man that always answers the phone. I can assure you. It was a clip of Ruby Rose that was like, I don't know, I just got this problem. I just like men who don't like me.
I like guys that don't like me. And when they start liking me, I don't like them. And it's really sad. It's weird.
I'm using Ruby Rose as an example, but that is most women, right? But again, I'm not saying be mean to women. I'm never saying that. I'm just saying be yourself. Don't put on this front and try to be this nice guy and do all these things for women because women don't want that. All the things we've been trained to do as kids is a lie. Our mothers have been lying to us. Oh, son, do this. Oh, son, do that. But you ever wonder why your mom wasn't with those kind of guys? You ever wonder that? Stop being a nice guy, bro. Just be yourself. If she like it, great. If she don't, deuce. Fellas, I used to go even as far as like, oh, I'm not gonna try to have sex with this chick because she thinks that's all that guys want. I'm gonna be different. What the fuck was I thinking? Brother, you must understand, you have to watch what women do. Don't listen to what they say, right? Fellas, I'm digressing a little bit, man, but I've met women like, oh, we're not having sex. We're gonna wait 90 days. I'm celibate right now. As soon as I get to her house, I'm clashing. Don't even have to initiate it. She's on it. And maybe she really wanted to wait, but she just couldn't help it. But two, I'm a firm believer that more so women like the fantasy aspect of it. They like the fact that they telling you like, I'm not doing this, you're not doing it, and then you still try. Like they love that. Like, fellas, men, I would argue women are more sexual than us. I would argue that, man. Like we're sexual human beings, man, but like women, women is nasty, man. Like that turns women on. But I do want to be very careful. If a woman says no, that means no. Like if a woman says she's not having sex, we're not even gonna play like that, right? But there's been instances where women will say, oh, we're waiting 90 days. I say, okay, baby, whatever you say. I get to her house and I clash immediately, right? But nice guy crowd was thinking like, oh, if I just don't initiate sex or don't try to kiss her, I'll stand out from other guys. No, you fucking dweeb. Are you nuts? It really just comes down to, fellas, opposites attract. Like nice guys act too much like women. Women don't want another them. They want a fucking man. Stop being a bitch. Be yourself. In the moment, you will feel like it's friction, but that's what women want. They don't want this perfect guy, I can assure you. Number 2, this book talks about plate theory 1. Within this book, it speaks about 3 plate theories. This is plate theory 1. And plate theory 1 speaks about that a man is only as confident as his options. At all times, fellas, you must have an abundance mindset. And the only way to have an abundance mindset is if you have options. The reason you keep putting up with all that shit with that chick, the reason she keep cussing you out, the reason she keep disrespecting you, the reason she cheated on you and you took her back, because you don't have any options. She's the best that you can do. You have a scarcity mindset. You don't think you can get better, or you don't think you can get the same. You're a dweeb, right? This is why I always preach to work on yourself, work on yourself, work on yourself. Yes, we do this for the finances. Yes, we do this for the communication. That's charisma. Retire our parents, become the man that we want to be, but we also do it for chicks, right? When you are continuously improving yourself as a man in all areas, spiritually, emotionally, intellectually, mentally, financially, physically, at all times, you will always have options, right? Because you got to understand that most men aren't doing that. You're a 1% man. You're not a 99% dweeb. So within that comes with the abundance mindset. Even when I was in a relationship, fellas, like I knew like, I'm really that guy. If I really wanted to, I could be outside. Now, I wasn't doing that. I was faithful, right? But I knew in the back of my head, like if I really wanted to pop my shit, I could. Right? That's what this book talks about. When a woman is not treating you right, you must have the confidence and the mindset that another woman will. Period. Fellas, there's too many women out here. Stop thinking you have the one. There is no one. Yes, there's women better than others, but I can assure you, whatever you are obsessed with that chick, I can guarantee you another chick has, or better, right? Sometimes the grass is greener. I can assure you. You hear on social media niggas talk about, oh, the grass ain't always greener. You thought the grass was greener. Sometimes it is. I can assure you, right? You be thinking you got this perfect chick. This is my person. Like, bro, there might be somebody better for you, dog. Especially if you're working on yourself, putting God first, maximizing your looks, maximizing your finances, maximizing your mindset, maximizing your intelligence, maximizing your leadership skills. You're going to attract a high quality chick, a 1% woman. And within that, you can't have a scarcity mindset. You must understand, okay, my 1% woman is coming. If this chick pulling me away from my purpose, if this chick is disrespectful, if this chick is masculine, if this chick mom is a fucking dweeb, I'm cool, right? You must understand that at all times. But where a lot of men fuck up is they don't have that mindset because they don't work on themselves. It all starts with us. This book also talks about that in a long-term relationship, it's important to maintain competition anxiety. But before I speak about it from our perspective, I want to speak about it from the opposite perspective. Before I was I am today, before I was that guy, I was a little dweeb, right? But I still had game, so I was able to pull like beautiful chicks, right? So when I was dating these beautiful chicks, they created competition anxiety, right? Because they were so beautiful, right? So I always thought in the back of my head, like, damn, this chick is bad. I need to do everything right and be a nice guy. Otherwise, she'll leave me. Fellas, you must understand that you have the same power, right? When you're in a relationship, it's so important to take everything up a notch, right? Because this creates competition anxiety. You ever hear the stories like where like a fat guy start going to the gym and then the girl is like, oh, why are you always going to the gym? Why are you always working out? Because they're creating competition anxiety. When you constantly improve yourself as a man, women be thinking like, oh shit, like other women are gonna want him now. Oh shit, he got a six pack now. Oh shit, he got a Urus now. Oh shit, he making $100K a month. Oh shit. What the fuck? Women want him now. What am I gonna do? You must have that in a long-term relationship or when you're dating. It's very important. It doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, I'm gonna cheat on this girl. Like, no, you just wanna let her know like, hey, like, I'm really that guy. Bullshit if you want to. I will be out. Within this theory, this book also talks about to never lie about your interest from women, right? I used to do this as a nice guy. I would meet chicks and be like, oh, I'm not dating anybody else, thinking that's what they wanted to hear. No! Another thing that this book taught me within this theory is the best thing you can do is indirectly diss a woman. And what that basically means, fellas, is that if you meet a girl and she asks you like, yo, are you talking to other people? And you say, yes, you're not. That doesn't mean you're dissing her, right? But that's putting in the back of your head like, damn, like, why are you talking to other girls? I thought you was talking to me, or I thought you was trying to get to know me, right? But what that does spins her imagination, right? Women move in flocks, bro. Like women like men that other women like. So in the back of her head, if she's thinking like, damn, this nigga dating other chicks, like, At first, it's a friction like, damn, I want him to only want me, but also in the back of her mind, she like, damn, like other women want him, like he's a prize. It's the same in the opposite way. Like I used to be with my ex-girl and we'd be out and like niggas would be looking at her. And I didn't take it as offense. I took it like, yeah, my chick look good. It's the same the other way, right? You must understand this, especially as a single guy. Like the more options you have or even perceived to have as a single guy, the more valuable that makes you. That's what this book taught me. Women don't want a man that don't got no chicks. Cause she like, if other women don't want him, why the fuck would I? Right? Why do you think you see all these celebrities dating the same people? Cause they curious, right? They all dating the same chicks and the same niggas. They curious, right? They like, damn, if so-and-so wanted him, what is so special about him? I want him. That's all it is. Number 3, theory 2. This book talks about how women would rather share a high-value man than be with a faithful loser. That's literally what it says word for word. But what I took from this, fellas, if there was 100 men on earth and 100 women on earth, and only 10 of those men were 1% men, right? The physique, the finances, the mindset, all the above, right? All 100 of those women would want those 10 men, right? Social media has changed the game, right? Fellas, every girl, I don't care if she's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, they all think that they deserve a 1% man. Back in the day, you could get off by just living a modest life, like working at a factory, have a decent car. You could get a high quality chick back then. Not now. Not now. Bro, women see these men that's doing the most for Valentine's Day, rather buying that girl cars, buying that girl houses. They see all of the fucking weddings and they like, I want that, right? So within that, you gotta be a 1% man. Period, right? You can't just be an average guy anymore and expect to get a high quality chick, especially just from a look standpoint. Of course, there's other things that go into a high quality chick: character, femininity, nurturing, all of that shit. I'm just talking about from a surface level standpoint, like a beautiful woman. You can't get a really, really, really beautiful woman being an average guy anymore. You can't. It's different now, bro. They all want the same guy, right? Why do you think all these girls are single? Because they want a guy who's 6 feet, 6 inches, and 6 figures. And there's only 1% of those. That's why, right? So this book is basically talking about like, this is why, one, that a lot of women are single. And this is why, two, a lot of those 1% men aren't faithful because they got so many fucking options. Every girl wants them, right? The 99% men, the 50% men, the 10% men, they don't want you, bro. They don't even look your way. Why do you think some of these women online be like, oh my gosh, there's no good men out there? Baby girl, there's plenty of good men out there. They just work at a factory, so you don't want them. They just drive a Toyota, so you don't want them. They're just skinny, so you don't want them. They're just fat, so you don't want them. But I can assure you they have good character. I can assure you they know God. I can assure you they'll treat you right, but you don't want them because they're not in that 1% echelon, right? All these girls want the same high-value guy. They would rather share him than be with a dweeb. You must understand that. Fellas, I remember, this chick is actually on my list to hate. I remember a chick ghosted me, fellas, once she found out I worked a 9 to 5. Right? One time she FaceTimed me and I think I had like a ear set on. And I could just tell her whole energy shifted. Like, I don't know how she didn't know I worked a regular job before then. I really don't know. But we was like 4 weeks into talking. She FaceTimed me. I had like an earpiece on because I was doing sales at the time. And after that, she left. Then later on, I found out that she ended up being with a nigga who was verified. Fellas, this was in my nice guy days too. I was doing everything right. I was buying her flowers. I took the bitch shopping, right? Doing all the right things. Didn't even have sex with her. Wasn't initiating sex. I was being the nice guy. Once she found out I worked a 9 to 5, she was out, right? You must understand, bro, women are hypergamous. They're always going to want the best option. So use this to your advantage. Don't hate them for it. Just adjust. Become the best option and you will have your way. Honestly, I'm not a woman, but I actually understand it. I would want my daughter to choose the best option, right? So don't hate these women for it. Just adjust. That's why you must work on yourself as a man in every single area. The 6 C's: cash, charisma, cuts, church, character, clout. All 6. Maximize it and you will not lose. You will beat hypergamy. But if you don't, you'll be a 99% dweeb and she'll overlook you. Do you want that? I don't. Number 4, plate theory. Number 3. This is the final plate theory. Hold your fucking horses, my nigga. This theory talks about to never make life choices and sacrifices to please a woman. Holy shit. Fellas, this is my life story, man. And this is honestly like, I get like pissed off thinking about it, man. Like I was the guy who would always put women over himself every single time, right? I was the guy staying up all night knowing I had to get up early. I was the guy answering the phone knowing I was in a deep work session. I was the guy buying you gifts and taking you out of town when I really should have been investing that into myself, into my business, into my mentorship. I was that guy. Fellas, as you can see, I am single. None of those chicks are here. I did it for nothing. Right? You gotta understand, a woman will never understand the sacrifices that you make for her as a man. They don't give a fuck about that. Just, can you do it or can you not? Period. Right? They don't know everything that goes on behind the scenes to facilitate their reality. Never put a woman over your purpose. You will lose money chasing these chicks, but you will not lose a chick chasing this money. I can assure you. Right? But I was doing it the opposite way. I was chasing these chicks, chasing these chicks, chasing these chicks. Every single girl I thought was the one. Every single girl I was trying to be perfect. Every single girl I was putting them first. What the fuck? Don't make the same mistake I did, bro. Please don't, right? Fellas, the moment that I started putting my purpose first, the more women I got. Fellas, I tell y'all today, people that's in my close friends know, these chicks just swarm to my DM. They all over the place. They all over the fucking place. I don't wake up every day and figure out, damn, where are the hoes? How can I get chicks? No, I wake up every day and I maximize my life as a man and they fall in my lap easily, right? But the younger crowd didn't have this mindset. The younger crowd didn't read this book yet. I thought I had to chase these chicks. Fellas, like you likes you. If she don't like you, she got bad taste and only like women who have genuine interest. And 9 times out of 10, the woman you're chasing doesn't have genuine interest. There's a man that she has genuine interest for that's not chasing her. I can assure you. Again, let me be very careful. I'm not saying like don't spend time with women or don't spend money on women. All I'm saying is make sure it makes sense for you. Don't ever think I gotta balance this girl with my purpose. Integrate her. Right? Baby, this is my life. You're stepping into my world. Come on this fucking journey with me. If you can't deal with it, deuce. I'll find another feminine, caring, beautiful, God-fearing woman that can. But if you can't, that's fine. Go find the guy that's for you. We're not for each other. I'm not tripping either way. I'm him, right? But a lot of times in the younger crowd, I was trying to balance these chicks with my purpose. Don't do it. I believe outside of porn, outside of social media, this is one of the biggest mistakes young men make. It's like, oh, I gotta impress this chick. Oh, I gotta do this for this chick. I gotta take her on this date even though I'm broke. I gotta take her out of town even though I'm broke. I gotta text her back fast even though I'm busy. No, you don't. You don't. Stop. Younger crowd, if you're watching this, stop. Wish I had this fucking video when I was a dweeb. Seriously, man, stop doing it, bro. It's ruining your future. You only get one of these motherfucking lives. You got to understand this. She's never yours. It's just your turn. Turn might be till you die, which is fine. But you must understand, stop putting these women over your purpose. They're not your wife. When you're married, it's a little different, right? But just stop doing it. Put your purpose first, especially if you're a young man. You'll regret it. Don't be like me. And another reason why you must always put the work first, you fucking dweeb, is because it's a trap. Same way I said, well, women will share the high value guy, the 1% man. Women will get this 1% man, realize all the time and attention it takes for him to maintain that 1% mindset, 1% physique, 1% finances, 1% leadership capabilities, 1% provision. They realize all the time and attention it takes. Then they get with this guy and they try to take it away from him. It makes no fucking sense. So the mistake a lot of men make is they be this 1% man and they meet this chick, right? And when they meet her, they get comfortable. They start giving in. I did it. I know you've probably done it. Don't! Right? I don't do that anymore. Fellas, you must meet chicks and up everything a notch. Go harder. More reps, more deep work, more videos, more push-ups, more macros, whatever it takes, right? Because the moment that you get comfortable, I'm not saying that she'll cheat. I'm not saying that she'll leave, but she'll get curious, right? She'll get curious, like, damn, I met this guy. He done fell off a little bit. Now she done seen a guy that is a 1% man on Instagram. Maybe he liked a couple pics. Maybe he slid in her DM. Maybe they go to the same gym. And she's curious. So now she starts walking in his vicinity. Now she starts watching his stories. Maybe even like his stories. You don't know, right? But all I'm saying is that since you fell off, she's curious now, right? The same thing that attracted her to you, another man might be getting that from her. Does that make sense? Number 5, this book taught me about orbiters. Oddly enough, I used to be one, not anymore, right? right? What you have to understand is stop thinking that when you meet these chicks, fellas, like you the only nigga they talking to. Get the fuck out of here and go to hell. Every chick has at least 2 to 3 dudes that she's talking to. I'm not saying that she's fucking them. I'm just saying that she's talking to them. Every single one of them. I don't care if she's a 4 or 5, 6, 7. Social media has changed the game. These women have orbiters. Or basically what an orbiter is, fellas, is a backup guy, a backup option. There's always another option. Why do you think these chicks, like, why do you think you break up with your girl and like you hear or see like her moving on so fast? It's because niggas was waiting. she been knew who had next, right? Period. I can assure you, men aren't like that. Like men, even me being like single now, like I didn't have nobody in the back of my head like, oh, when I leave my relationship, I got this chick. No. Women always have orbiters. Fellas, when I used to have female friends, they used to show me their DMs. It was always niggas in there saying the same things. Ooh, when can I take you out? Ooh, when can we text? When can I see you? Every chick has a bunch of those. You have to understand that women love attention. Women love validation. Even if it's not from a man she would necessarily give a chance to, they still love it. It boosts their ego. It's very sad, but it's the truth. Right? And orbiters do that. So stop thinking, I met this chick, she's not fucking. Yes, she is. If she's single, she's getting fucked. I can assure you. All women have orbiters. Don't be mad at them. Just accept it. And another thing, don't be an orbiter. Like who likes you. If she don't like you, she got bad taste. Never be the guy that's like in girls' DMs, always sitting hard eyes, always liking stories. Like, you got to understand that every guy is doing that. Like women, like, how are you going to separate yourself as a man? Right? If you're doing the same shit every other motherfucker do. The reason that women fall in my lap, the reason I don't have to chase these chicks is because like I'm not focused on them. Like I don't care. Right? And that's attractive to them. They're like, damn, why isn't this nigga watching my story like all these other niggas do? Why isn't this nigga in my DM like all these other niggas are? Why isn't this guy texting back as fast like all these other niggas do? Right? It's not that I'm doing these things on purpose. I'm just really on my shit, love. I'm putting my purpose first. Right? And that's so attractive to them because it's different. They like, ooh, he's not on my dick like these other guys. Why is that? I want to find out. Literally, that's all it is. So do not be an orbiter. Stop it. Number 6, intergender friendships. So fellas, as I mentioned before, I have female friends, but they're grandfathered in, right? Before I was hip on the game that I got from this book and some other game that I got from some other places, I had female friends. Now I do not. You will never see me with a female friend. If it's not business, what the fuck are we friends for? Right? There's no such thing. Having a female friend, a girl putting you in the friend zone, is literally no benefit to a man. None at all. Women get all the benefits and we don't get shit, right? The equivalent of a girl putting you in the friend zone is the equivalent of having a friends with benefits, right? When a chick is friends with benefits, you can hit all you want and there's no title. There's no commitment. When a chick puts you in the friend zone, she gets all the attention and validation and doesn't have to fuck you. It's the same thing. They're equivalent to each other. Stop doing it. Stop being friends with these chicks and thinking that you're gonna one day get her. I was there, right? So I ain't talking down on you. I'm just telling you, my nigga, don't make the same mistake I did. Fellas, you must understand, if a woman genuinely likes you and has genuine interest, the last thing on her mind is being your friend. I can assure you. I can assure you. And you must understand this in the opposite light as well. Fellas, if your chick got male friends, they're not her friends. Bro, given the opportunity, they would fuck, right? You must understand that as well, but let's flip it back to the other side. A female friend is doing you more harm than good, right? I think about the times I used to kick it with my female friends. Who was paying? Me. Who was driving? Me. Who had all the responsibility? Me, right? As a man, you still a man. If y'all out, if I was out with my female friends and something went left, like a nigga tried to rob us or do something, I had to protect them. I'm potentially risking my life for a female who does not see me romantically, who I am not going to reproduce with. You know how nuts that is? Why am I risking my life and spending all this money on this female that is not with me romantically or has no intention to? It doesn't make sense. Again, business is different, but if it's not business, why the fuck do you want to be her friend? Why? Stop it. It's doing you more harm than good. I promise you. The girl should be your only female friend. Period. Number 7. This book taught me about the SMV Spectrum. Right? So as a young nigga, young 17, 16-year-old crowd, I used to always wonder, like, why do these younger chicks always want these older men? I used to see like all the fine chicks. And there was this chick, man, she was cold, man, when I was in high school, man. Like, she was so bad, but she had like such a mature vibe about herself. Like, we was freshmen, but she just carried herself like a senior. And I was new to the school, so I was at first gonna try to shoot at her, But everybody was saying like, nah, she only talked to seniors. And even when we became seniors, like she only talked to niggas in college. And I always wondered that. This book stopped me from wondering. What you gotta understand is that men and women value different things from a surface level perspective. As men, we value a feminine woman that doesn't have a lot of bodies, that's nice and nurturing. Women value a man who's financially stable, has the mindset, has the physique, has the provision, has the leadership skills, right? 9 times out of 10, older men have that, right? So as a young man, it wasn't that these chicks didn't want me. It's just that I haven't put in the reps and have been equipped with the things that they value. And this is why older men shy away from older chicks, because they value the feminine woman, the woman who doesn't have a lot of bodies, the woman who doesn't have a lot of emotional turmoil, the woman who doesn't have a lot of kids, right? And that 9 times out of 10, that is younger women. Again, now I'm not saying older women don't have any value. I'm saying 9 times out of 10, younger women just have more value from a surface level standpoint. Let me be very careful. I'm not saying character, mindset. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying looks and kids and bodies, shit like that. Younger women are more pure than older women in that regard. So that's why they're so attractive to older men, right? This book taught me that, right? A woman's prime, fellas, is typically 18 to 25. That's when she's gonna be the most beautiful, the most feminine, the least amount of emotional turmoil, the least amount of bodies during that time frame. For men, when they're gonna have the most money, the most provision, the most leadership skills, the most foundation, the most charisma, the most communication, know how to fuck, it's typically 30 plus. Right? So that's why you see men that are 30 plus with these younger chicks. I didn't understand that. Now I do, right? So when you're a young man and you want this chick and she wants all these other guys, don't take it personally, my guy. You just haven't put in enough reps yet. Your time will come. Wait for it. Boom! Right? I didn't understand this as a young man, but now I do. So these are the 7 takeaways I got from The Rational Male, fellas. Top 4 book that I've ever read in my life. Like, we can't want to be this 1% man and not understand women. That's a mistake that a lot of men make. Like, they say, oh, I'm going monk mode, but you've never even had a girlfriend. Relax. So after you get out the monk mode and you become this successful guy, you're still going to be a dweeb with chicks. They're going to use you. You're a target. Right? That's why it's very important to understand women. Don't hate women. Don't talk bad about women. Don't shit on women. Don't put your hands on women. Don't cuss out women. Don't disrespect women. Understand them and move forward accordingly. That's all I'm saying. So this is the end of the 6-day masterclass, man. This was a lot of fun, man. I hope that you guys enjoyed every single video. If you haven't already, go watch the other 6. I'll probably have a playlist up by the time this video drops, and I'll put the vids in that playlist so you can just go watch them. Or you can go watch the long form video where I talk about each book for like 5 to 10 minutes. It's called The 8 Books That Changed My Life. Probably one of my favorite videos, man. I do want to say thank y'all, man. We hit 12K today, man. I remember when I had 4 subscribers, man. I really remember the day I looked at it and I had 4 subscribers. I remember when I looked at it and I had about 400. I remember when I got my first 1,000, and it's like now we got 12,000, which is nowhere near where we're going to be. But as a man on this purpose and as taking this journey with you guys, I got to celebrate the wins. So that's what we going to do, man. I thank you guys, man. I couldn't have got here without y'all, and I'm not shit without y'all. So let me know in the comments, man, what y'all want to see, what y'all don't want to see. Like, I'm for y'all. I'm for the people. Like, I'm not just coming up here making videos for me. I'm making videos for y'all, man. And I really love y'all and I really appreciate y'all. So that's the video for today. I love y'all. Peace.